And we get started today by taking a closer look at some of the policies and processes that need to be examined to ensure student opportunities not only during but after their K-12 education. And here in studio with us now is NCTM President Kevin Dykema. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, you have a very exciting address happening today, your presidential address, and you will be touching on some of those topics that I just mentioned. What can people expect?
Yeah, so we're going to identify three big areas that need to be considered in math education. What content do we teach? What structures do we need to put in place to ensure that every single student has access to high quality education? And what should good quality instruction look like in the math classroom? So I'm very excited to share some ideas and excited to hear some follow-up afterwards.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about what folks can expect during this year's meeting. The theme for this year's meeting is creating spaces for change through community. Where did that idea come about?
Yes, we have a wonderful program committee that sat down and said, what are the big things? And we recognize we're not meeting the needs of every single student, so change needs to happen. But change can't happen by one person. It needs to be within communities so that we can bring it back to our local areas and then develop communities there to truly impact math education and impact the students.
All right, and how will attendees see this theme incorporated all throughout their sessions and meetings this week?
Yeah, so when we look at the strands, a lot of the strands talk about change and talk about building community. We're also launching some affinity groups so you can find other like-minded people, whether it's, you're looking for a rural, whether you're looking for a large urban, a wide range of different affinity groups. So stay tuned and you'll hear a lot more about affinity groups coming up.
You talk a lot about local communities. What do you hope attendees will take home with them back to their local communities from this week?
Yeah, so I think one of the positive things, one of the most energizing things is just the energy in the conference. And you get fired up and you recognize, all right, here are some things that I can do back in my local area. And then you find some other people in your local area and say, hey, I got this great idea. Let's start to implement this idea in our local setting.
Wonderful. We appreciate all of your work as president of NCTM and best of luck this week.
Thank you very much.